There are so many false claims out there about the mark of the beast and the number 666, and apparently nobody wants to wait until the part two of From Babylon to America until it comes out. So we'll do a brief study on this. Now, I've seen so many videos out there claiming the Antichrist is Obama or Trump or Hillary Clinton, and they even calculate their names in some kind of alphabet code or whatever, and it comes up to be 666, special alphabet code. And some were even saying things like, if you count Ellen G. White's name, which is the Seventh Day Adventist prophetess, if you count Ellen G. White's name in some kind of alphabet code, it comes out to be 666, and yada yada yada. There could only be one truth about this, right? There could only be one truth, and today, with just a simple Bible study, we will figure it all out. Briefly, I mean, we're not going to go into all the details, but we're going to figure it out. Before we do all that, I just want to thank everybody who have been donating and buying shirts and DVDs to support this ministry. The donations do help to keep this channel afloat and to pay for other videos and other films to get done. So thank you guys for that. And for those of you guys who want to support this ministry so that we can advertise these videos and to reach more people, go to www.schoolforprophets.tv and you guys can support there. Buy some shirts and From Babylon's America DVDs and things like that. And also, I want to apologize to those of you guys who have been requesting me to design some specific shirts. I just haven't really had the time to sit down and design some shirts, but I should have some time in the next couple of days. So again, www.schoolforprophets.tv. The link is in the description box. If you guys want to support this channel and buy some shirts, DVDs, or donate, it truly does help this channel. It truly does help us pay for the advertisement for the video, so that the videos can spread out there. Okay, so now for those of you guys who've watched the movie From Babylon to America, we all know who the beast is now, right? Those of you guys who watched the movie From Babylon to America and the video that I made about the mark of the beast, if you guys haven't watched those yet, please do so and then continue with this video. I'll put the link in the description box, and also there's a link in the card up here somewhere. So for those of you guys who did watch the movie and the video that I made about the mark of the beast, you guys pretty much already know who the beast is of Revelation 13, who the second beast is of Revelation 13. The first beast is the papacy, and the second beast is America. You guys should already know that, right? Revelation 13, verses 16 through 18. Here's what it says. And he causeth, talking about the second beast, America, America, causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark on their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So those who have the mark of the beast will also have the name of the beast, or the number of the name of the beast. So the number of the name of the beast is not necessarily the mark of the beast, but it is associated with the mark of the beast because it is the number of the name of the beast. It's not as confusing as it sounds. Verse 18 of Revelation 13 says, "Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Again, some people are going to claim Obama's name equal up to 666, or Donald Trump's name in some kind of secret code equals up to 666, but it means nothing if they were not, or if they are not part of the beast. If they are not the beast, it means nothing. The Bible gives us a description of the characteristics of the beasts. Go watch the movie From Babylon's America in order to know what those characteristics are. I'm just going to give you guys a brief summary of some of the characteristics of the beast, the first beast of Revelation 13, right now. Revelation 13 verse 5 says, "And there was given unto him a mouth," talking about the beast, the first beast, and there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies, and power was given unto him to continue 40 and 2 months. So the beast will speak blasphemies and will rule for 40 and 2 months, or 42 months. What is blasphemy in the Bible? In John 10, Jesus says to the Jews, I and my Father are one. And the Jews answered him in verse 33. The Jews answered him, saying, For a good work we stone thee not, but for blasphemy, and because that thou being a man makest thyself God. So claiming to be, for a man to claim to be God here on earth, that is blasphemy. In Mark 2, verses 5 to 7, Jesus forgives the sin of a man who was sick with the palsy. And some of the scribes were sitting there, and they were thinking to themselves. This is in Mark 2 and verse 7. They were thinking, why doth this man thus speak blasphemies? Who can forgive sins but God only? So first of all, claiming to be God on earth, for a man to claim to be God on earth, that is blasphemy. And claiming to be able to forgive sin here on earth, for a man to claim to forgive sin, or to have the power to forgive sin, is blasphemy. So again, for a man to claim to be God on earth, that is blasphemy, and claiming to be able to forgive sin is blasphemy. The beast power will claim to be God on earth, and will claim to have the power to forgive sins. There should only be one entity that comes to mind. There's only one major entity that fits those characteristics. Again, Revelation 13 and verse 5, and there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies, and power was given unto him 40 and 2 months. So the beast will reign 40 and 2 months, or 42 months. Now in the Hebrew calendar, there's only 30 days per month. So 42 months, and for 42 months, 30 days each month, that would be 1260 days. But what is a day equal to in prophecy? Now if you go to Numbers 14 and verse 34, and Ezekiel 4 and verse 3, God explains that a day in prophecy is equal to a literal year. You guys can look it up. Numbers 14, verse 34, Ezekiel 4, verse 3. The beast will reign then for 1260 prophetic days, which is 1260 literal years. So the beast will claim to be God on earth, will claim to be able to forgive sin, and he will reign for 1260 literal years. The papacy is the only entity that could fit these characteristics, not to mention all the other characteristics that the Bible gives us. The papacy claims to have to have God in the flesh sitting there in the Vatican. Look up the catechisms. In fact, the Pope even takes on the name the Holy Father. And of course, they claim to have the power to forgive sins. They call it the confessional. They also reigned from 538 AD to 1798 AD, when they lost their power to Napoleon Bonaparte. Guess how many years that is? 1260 literal years. So only the papacy fits the characteristics of the beast of Revelation 13, given to us from the Bible. Now, what is the number of the name of the beast? 666, right? First of all, in the Bible, a name is also a title. Jacob, that was his name, but it was a title or a character trait. The word Jacob in Hebrew means usurper. Then his name was changed from Jacob to Israel, and Israel means prince that prevailed with God. That was also a character trait of Israel. He wrestled with God and prevailed with God. The name Daniel means God is judge. That was Daniel's name because he kept reminding King Nebuchadnezzar that God is judge. This is important to know. A name in the Bible is the title of the character or the character of that said person. You will know why this is important when we get to that part, but make sure you remember that a name in the Bible means the title and or character of that said person. That is very important. So now we know the facts, right? If you guys have watched From Babylon to America, you know that the papacy is the beast. America is the second beast of Revelation 13. And all these things are proven biblically and historically if you guys watch the movie. We know also that the beast have a figurehead or a man that is in charge. In Daniel 7 and verse 8, Daniel says, I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn, which is also the beast, before whom there were three of the first horns plucked up by the roots. And behold, in this horn were eyes like the eyes of a man, and a mouth speaking great things. So there is a man in charge on top of the papacy. Who could that be? Who would that man be? Who could it be other than the Pope, right? Revelation 13 and verse 18 says, Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. So if the papacy is the beast, and the papacy has a man in charge, and the number of the name of the beast is 603 score or 666, and and it is the number of a man, and that man is from the beast or the papacy. Is that man Obama? Do we have to count the number of the name of Obama or Trump or Hillary? No, obviously the man that Revelation 13 and verse 8 is talking about is the man that is in charge of the beast system, which is the papacy. And we would have to count the number of the name of who's in charge of the papacy, the Pope. Makes sense, right? Okay, now does that mean that we count the number of the name of Pope Francis? Not necessarily, because remember, important, the name or a name in the Bible is the title or the character of that said person. So, what is the title of the seat and office of the Pope? Check this out. The title of the Pope officially is Vicarius Filii Dei. That's Latin. Guess what that means? The vicar of the Son of God. Who is the Son of God? Christ. What does vicar mean? Replacement. So the Pope's official title or name is the replacement Christ. This is the Pope's official title. Now, do you guys know of another word for replacement? Anti. Like antibody, replacement body. So if the Pope is the replacement Christ, and another word for replacement is anti, then that would mean that the Pope is the anti-Christ. Now check this out. The title Vicarius Filii Dei is Latin. Latin was the language prominent in Rome. In Roman characters, there is no letter or character U, because they used the letter V as the letter or character U. Now count up the title in Roman numerals. Vicarius Filii Dei. Count up the title in Roman numerals. Tell me what you come up with. Count those out. Just take a wild guess what Vicarius Filii Dei adds up to in Roman numerals. Just take a wild guess. That's right, 666. That is right, 666. So there really is no debate. There is only one entity in the world that fit the characteristics of the beast. We know, we now know for those of you who watched the movie From Babylon to America, that the beast is the papacy. I mean, it's very, very simple to understand. If we really read the Bible and study Bible prophecy and compare it with history, very simple to understand. We have narrowed it down to the papacy as the beast, and if the papacy is the beast, then we have to only look for and count the number of the name of the man in charge of the beast or the papacy. There is no way that we can miss this. There's no way that you can miss this unless you don't want to believe it. Then your brain will create all kinds of excuses as to why this isn't so. And I say this humbly. But to conclude, knowing what is the mark of the beast or the number of the beast and 666 and all that is not what's going to save us. This is not what's going to save us. What good is prophecy if we don't have a relationship with God, right? What good is all, doctrine if we don't have a relationship with God, if we don't have a relationship with Christ? Now, I did this video because it was heavily requested, but remember, Jesus should be the center of our lives. Prophecy is only one of many channels to know that Christ should be the center. Okay? So, if you guys like this video, if you guys were blessed by it, please don't forget to like and share. Share with your friends, your family, your relatives, your coworkers, anybody who you know would be blessed by this video. And again, if you guys want more future Bible study videos and other Christian content and short films and things like that we're trying to do short films now, you guys can subscribe and make sure you guys hit the bell. And of course, if you guys want to help us reach more people, please pray for this online video ministry and donate at schoolforprophets.tv. We also have shirts and DVDs there. We will use the donation money to advertise these Bible study videos and films so that we can reach more people. Thank you guys for watching. Praise God always. See you guys next time.